I coach a local rugby team, my son's rugby team. We've recently been on tour, and the parents of the kids that we coach got together and wrote little cards for each of the coaches just to say thanks for the time, the commitment that we have shown. But in the spirit of a micro moment, actually means that this feel-good factor is shared 3 times. Firstly, at the point of receiving the card. The second is when I take the card home and I share it with my family. I relive that feel-good factor. And then thirdly, keeping it in a prominent place reminds me of the positive experience that I've had within coaching. Now, that doesn't mean to say we all need to go out and start buying lots of postcards and saying thank you to people for certain things. It's just an example of how relatively small gestures can have a longer lasting impact than you'd think. I've also talked previously about the ways that we can be more present and mindful. So if we savor certain experiences with individuals, with our community, with people at work, if we do acts of kindness, whether it's random acts of kindness, whether it's offering to help someone at work, whether it's buying them a coffee or just going for a walk or even just listening to them, acts of kindness can be a great way to bring together people, to help people to connect. And it's that connection that draws people away from that sense of loneliness and to a sense of belonging. So we've also looked about learning. Learning new things can also take you out of your routine, that you may feel a little stale. You want to break the cycle of potentially feeling lonely. So by learning something new, joining a new club, finding a new hobby, doing something you enjoy will have that impact of bringing you out of, or people out of, potential spiral, a bit of a funk, to do something differently. And just one last example of doing something new, how I've used that and how I've experienced it. So after COVID, for whatever reasons, I was just not in a great space, slightly out of kilter. And there was an opportunity to have a night swim in a local lake. Twice a year, my wife and I, Shannon and I, ended up going down, doing something completely different, going into the water, chatting, just enjoying the experience, the positive environment with loads of people around, and then just breaking the cycle, doing something different. And it was wonderful. It was awesome.